I watched with clenched everything as he ran over to the dumpster and pulled out the bag. My stomach felt sick as he tucked his find under his shirt and walked it over to his own car. Trembling foolishly, I got in beside him. He started the engine and we drove off. "Open the bag," he said, "but don't touch anything inside." Breathing in tense staccato bursts, I pulled the opening back over the contents, and we found ourselves looking at several taped-up baggies of white powder. "We need a new trash bag and some gloves," Schwartz said.
Viktor Orban, the Prime Minister of Hungary, instructed police to prevent any disturbance around the World Jewish Congress, but his decision was overruled by a Budapest court. The World Jewish Congress is usually held in Jerusalem, but it was moved to Hungary this year. Protests by the far-right Jobbik Party were allowed to take place despite Orban's decree. The leader of the Jobbik Party, Gabor, addressed the crowd which gathered around the event with the following: "We are special here in Europe, not because we are the most anti-Semitic nation, but because even if all of Europe is at their feet, even if all of Europe licks their feet, we won't do it even then." Peter Feldmayer, the chairman of the Federation of Jewish Communities, said, "The strengthening of Jobbik is only a symptom in these matters. The bigger problem is that around 500,000 people support the far right, and many people accept the negative attitude to the Jews." Prime Minister Orban addressed the Congress with the hope of sending a clear message against anti-Semitism. The World Jewish Congress, WJC, which claims to represent Jews in over 100 countries around the world, recently called on Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban to publicly pronounce a division between his government and the far-right-wing anti-Semitic Jobbik Party, which holds 43 of the 386-seat Hungarian parliament. In a speech in Budapest, Orban denounced the growing wave of anti-Jewish sentiment he sees in Hungary, calling it unacceptable and intolerable. He also called attention to efforts his administration had made to ensure that the Holocaust is not forgotten and efforts they have taken to outlaw hate crimes. However, he stopped short of censoring the overt efforts to undermine the Hungarian Jewish community taken by Jobbik, which includes a call to create a registry of Jews in Hungary. Noting disappointment that Orban was not more specifically critical of Jobbik, the WJC released a statement which reads in part, "We regret that Mr. Orban did not address any recent anti-Semitic or racist incidents in the country, nor did he provide sufficient reassurance that a clear line had been drawn between his government and the far-right fringe." The statement continues, "As the Jewish people have learned throughout history, actions speak louder than words, no matter how well-intended they are." In 1971, Bangladesh was founded as a secular democracy. The Infidel recently reported on calls by fanatical members of a group called Hafat-e-Islam, a subset of the Bangladesh political movement Jamaat-e-Islami, for Islamization to be codified into law. Tens of thousands of Hafat-e-Islam supporters blocked access to the capital city of Dhaka for hours as they clashed with police in early May, quoting multiple reasons, including blaming liberal bloggers for the ills that have fallen over their communities, anger caused by calls from liberals for the execution of imprisoned Islamic war criminals imprisoned since the 1971 war, and the government's refusal to implement their demands for anti-blasphemy laws. Burning buildings and hurling sticks, bricks and Molotov cocktails, the protesters battled police, who in turn fired rubber bullets and tear gas. Official death counts from the clash vary from 4 to 15.